Hello there everyone, my name is Giovanni with Haverford Township Free Library, and welcome back to another Teens Reading Roundup on Tuesday. Now, today's theme for today will, as I've done before, we're going to be going over some manga today. Now, I won't just be talking about the stories in particular, I'll also kind of go over a little bit of like the themes, how mangas have so many different genres, or how the stories can be so different compared to other genres in the same category. Now, what we'll start with first is kind of the theory and the practice of manga altogether with this little book right here, Manga in Theory and Practice. Now this has been made by Hirohiko Araki. Now you might have noticed that this is, if you know the name, this is made by the guy who's done JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. So he definitely knows what he's talking about when it comes to manga and how you go through the process. He explains in this book a few different things. He goes over mastering the fundamentals, the 4 different ways of manga. He goes over character design, building your story, how to work your setting into everything, and also how to use the art to visualize or to express emotion to the person reading it. Now this is a good spot to start if you're just interested in manga in general and like to kind of get an idea of how you want to get used to it or how to start practicing with it. So this is a great one to start with, but now let's say you're just interested in reading altogether. Well, the next one that we have here is called Magi, the Labyrinth of Magic. Now this one was made by Shinobu Otaka, and this has been a pretty popular fantasy adventure manga. It has its own anime and its own spin-off series as well with Sinbad. Now this series takes inspiration off of the 1001 Arabian Nights stories, and you can see that because, well, our main character alone is Aladdin, and his best friend being Alibaba. This story is all about them kind of facing these dungeons that are guarded by the Dijin, the gods, who guard who guard treasures for them, holding magical powers beyond their wildest beliefs. So this is a really good one because it involves a lot of different characters throughout the story, also relating to the 1001 Night stories, and it just does a really good job of invoking such good emotion through the art a lot of the time. So, but let's say you're not into fantasy, let's say you like a bit more real world subject. The next one we'll be talking about is one that came out a bit more recently. This is called Our Dream at Dusk. Now the story and art were done by Yuki Kamatani, and I like this one a lot. Just off the cover, I like the shadowing, the details. It's a bit more shoujo with it, which I like a lot of the time instead of it being a bit more shonen. Now, this story revolves around our character known as Tasuku Kanami. He is someone who's just recently moved into town. He's new, and he's afraid to express himself for who he truly is because he doesn't know how to let people in like that. Upon having a secret of his discovered, he soon finds out that there's this place in town where everyone can go to drop in and express their problems and learn how to cope with them or work through them. Now this is a really good one because it shows a lot of the time how we don't know how to talk through things here and there. So this is a good one to go through if you're learning how to do that yourself. But on to our last manga. This one is a bit meant for our younger viewers, but I like this one all the same. This is known as Yatsuba. This has been made by Kiyohiko Azuma, and this is a series I love a lot because the story revolves around this 5-year-old girl who's new in town. She just moved here with her adopted father, and she's just learning everything about the world. She's learning what playgrounds are, how to use the water fountain, how to look both ways when you cross the street. This manga does a really good job of showing how new and interesting the world is through a child's eyes, and just being able to experience that as an adult is really refreshing, getting to see this wonderment like that of someone just finding all these interesting things and things that we consider normal or boring on the daily average. But let me know what you guys thought about these selections today. I just like the variety that manga can take, how you can have so many different ways of expressing a story, even though characters might not be too different compared to each other. But let me know what you guys think. If you have any questions, you can always reach us on our website, or you can find us on any of our social media accounts at Haverford Township Free Library. Alright, well, I've been Giovanni. I hope that you guys have a nice rest of your day. Bye-bye now.